Yes folks, it's that time again. It's pizza time. And tonight we are having chicken thigh, skinless chicken thigh that's been boned, pan fried, salt and pepper, garlic and just chopped. We have some bacon which has just been chopped, or should I say diced. That's kind of chunky dice, that's a kind of finer kind of dice. And we have the tomato puree stuck in a glass with some water, some oregano, some salt, some black pepper, some smoked paprika, pinch of sugar. This is an actual pizza sauce, by the way, just saying. And mushrooms. So as I say, this is the same pizza sauce I used the last time, so it's been in the fridge with no cover, so it might have dried out a wee bit, so that might be good. Same mushrooms that I used the last time, fried in garlic, salt and pepper. We have the usual Scottish mature white cheddar, extra mature white cheddar should I say. A few chopped pickled jalapenos that have been rinsed and dried with a kitchen towel, and we have mozzarella in a kind of dice. I went mental and decided to dice it for a wee change. And we have the pizza base, which is looking nice. Decided just to cook that ahead of time to save a bit of time. A wee bit of colour, just a wee tiny bit of colour in the edges, tiny bit, a wee tiny bit on the base. But aye. I'll maybe look at the underside. Flip it over. So there's a wee bit of colour on the underside, not too much. I usually get more on the outside, but that's not too bad. But I think you'll agree that's looking like what a nice pizza base. My usual top-notch pizza bases. And a wee change for the chorizo. But aye, so let's get on to Sarge's pizza. I'll be calling it a pizza. Right, we'll call it a pizza. It's Sarge, so we'll call it a pizza. Issues, Sarge. Issues. Aye. Right. So firstly, you've tried to make like a Neapolitan style pizza there, right? Your dough looked a bit, your dough just didn't look the right, it just didn't look right, right? I can't put it any better, Sarge, I'm sorry. And it could be down to the fact that maybe you left it for like 24 hours to prove. I don't know how much yeast you used, I don't know your recipe, but you could have overproved it depending on the amount of yeast you used. But apart from that, there's a few factors you need to take into consideration when you make a pizza. One of them is obviously making your dough and figuring out your yeast and your proof time. Another thing is even the temperature in your room and stuff. Even daft things like that come into fact when you're making your pizza dough. But it just didn't look right, Sarge. I'm sorry, from start to finish it just didn't look right. I was going to say something else there, but it's right out of my head. Aye, so the sauce. So you don't cook a pizza sauce, Sarge, I'm sorry. You just don't cook a pizza sauce. So what you actually made was like a pasta sauce for penny pasta. You could have put a wee bit of cheese in it and served it up with penny pasta. What you made was a pasta sauce, not a pizza sauce. You just don't cook pizza sauce. It's just generally not the done thing. But your pizza just looked a bit messy, Sal. It just looked a bit sloppy and just generally messy. And I think basically you were just a wee bit tired and a wee bit wankered. You were proper wankered, proper exhausted. You were tuckered out. You were needing a wee sleepy bye-byes. Just to calm down and just to chill out. This wee couple of week break, this wee 2 weeks holiday break you're having, this will do you the world of good. Look at that base, look at the crust. Tiny bit of colour, look at the crust. But I can't remember what I was going to say about your dough again. I was going to say something, but it's went right out of my head. But as I say, we've got the white cheddar, Scottish mature cheddar, jalapenos chopped, mozzarella chopped, diced, chicken into a kind of chunky diced chopped, bacon and a kind of fine, well not fine, and a wee dice, mushrooms just quartered, fried, garlic, butter, oil, salt and pepper. I think I might put a wee bit of oregano in them as well, and my tomato puree in a glass with a bit of water sauce. Aye, but I was disappointed in your pizza, Sarge. And when you took it out on that parchment paper, it just looked off flat. In fact, I'm going to be honest, it didn't even look as if the dough was cooked. It looked as if your wee kind of tiny crust round the outside, that wee kind of brownie kind of bit that you had round the outside, it looked as if that might have been cooked a wee bit, but there was no bubbles or anything. There was no, look at the bubbles in this. Look at the bubbles, Sarge. That's bubbles. That's lovely air bubbles in there. Just lovely, absolutely amazing. But aye, it just looked like a wee bit of a floppy mess. And you were telling me about God Mental with the toppings. It just looked like a big. Oh, Sarge, I'm sorry, and I feel bad for bringing you down like this in front of everybody. But Mr. Red's probably having a wee giggle to yourself. Mr. Red, you can't talk. That cake was definitely. I didn't even think it was burnt. I just thought it looked a bit flat. A bit flat. Not as flat as Sarge's pizza crust, but flat nonetheless, Mr. Red. But obviously your smoker knowledge is top notch. It's unquestionable. Your ribs were beautiful. Every bit of meat I see you cook, it's always stunning. Same as Sarge. Sarge fucking does top notch grub, man. It's fucking amazing. But when it comes to the pizzas, Sarge, I'm sorry, you've got things to learn. Definitely got things to learn. So the other factor, and that's what I was going to say, you've always got to remember that your standard household cooker doesn't get to the temperatures to make an actual Neapolitan style pizza. To get it like that, to get it like you see, Mr. Red, he's got about 4 fucking pizza ovens, and even his pizzas look shocking. But aye, you've got to take into consideration that the normal cooker in a UK house, flat, apartment, whatever, just doesn't get to the temperatures needed that you require to make a Neapolitan style pizza. So that is why my top tip is to part bake your pizza base for even 3 minutes, between 3 minutes, 5 minutes, I'd say less than 5 minutes. Get a bit of colour on the bottom, get a bit of colour on the top, and then dress it up, and then bang it in the oven, and you're talking good times. You're talking good times. Oh, pardon me. Excuse me. Oh, we're on the side there again. Again, hiccups. Oh dear, right. Aye. When Mrs. Tracy, she made a lovely wee individual cheesecake. I love wee individuals, I love wee things like that. And I'm guessing she kept, that's been wee yogurts or something that she said. And she's kept all the wee jars. See, that's the kind of things I do. I keep all sorts of fucking shite in my cupboard. But aye, Sarge, things to learn. Just appreciate a good pizza when you see a good pizza, and just try and come up to my standard when it comes to pizzas. So next time you see me, I'll have dressed this up. I'm going to go sauce, obviously, followed by cheddar cheese, followed by ham, chicken, mushrooms and jalapenos. So the next time you see me, the pizza will be dressed. And I'm not going to have chips for a change, just having a pizza on its own. Look at that base, look at that base, look at the bubblage, that's all bubbles, that's all air, lovely crispy air bubbles. Aye. And we're back, folks. That is a pizza ready to go in the oven. As usual, I have stuffed it full of topping, because I hear what you're saying, Sarge, about the whole less is more thing, but when I'm making a pizza or anything at home, I want it stuffed. I want it severely stuffed. If I want less is more, I can buy a pizza and pay more and get less. So this has cost fucking buttons to make, man, and it looks stunning, and it's not even been baked yet. But I get what you're saying, but for me, pack it with toppings. Right, so again about your pizza, you see, it was just all wet. You'd wet artichokes, wet. You already had the sauce, or your pasta penny, your penny pasta sauce that you made to put on your pizza. You already had fucking, that's tomatoes, and then you decided to add more wetness with more tomatoes. That's insanity. So everything you did was kind of crazy. But for me, the star of the show about your pizza, and this is probably because you were proper wankered, but the star of the show was when you poured basically the boiling hot pasta, penny pasta sauce that you made onto your dough that you'd lovingly made, and basically killed any life that was left in your dough after its 24-hour proof. That boiling hot sauce just fucking totally destroyed any life in your dough. Not only that, it makes it stickier, and it's not a good thing. You should know things like that. It's like when you're making a pie. I've seen people making pies, and they fill the pie with fucking boiling hot stuff out of a pot for the cooker. Absolutely boiling hot fucking stuff. Come on, behave. But anyway, let's get this in the oven, and we'll check it out when it's cooked up. Aye. And we're back, folks. That's a pizza out of the oven, and I think you'll agree that looks absolutely fucking gorgeous. A bit of oil for the cheese. I gave her a wee sprinkling of I gave it a wee sprinkling of dried oregano. A wee sprinkling of dried oregano and a wee bit of dried basil. And that's another thing, Sarge. You should have either used dry herbs or put your fresh basil leaves on your pizza when it maybe had 5 minutes left to go in the oven. But if we're honest, Sarge, your pizza was a wee bit of a fail. But, and there's a fucking massive but, your fucking mental chicken nuggets were beyond fucking Mitchy. Absolutely beyond Mitchy. But I'm going to let this sit for a wee 5 minutes, and I'll try and cut it. Aye. It's a pizza sliced, folks. Absolutely fucking lovely. Obviously that's just a pure blurred mess, but if it wasn't blurred you would see bubbles. But you can see how nice that. Look at that crust. You actually need some garlic sauce, garlic mayonnaise sauce or something to dip that crust in, but there we go. Another beauty. But aye, Sarge, loved your chicken nuggets, not a fan of your frozen chips, and your pizzas need work. Aye.